Hey guys, JW here on staff with Cru, and today we're going to talk about the importance of hospitality, or as we like to call it here, Gospitality. In 1 Peter chapter 4, 9 and 10, Peter said, "Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." When Stephanie and I first joined staff with Cru, we actually served in Spain. Part of our ministry involved both walking and serving on the famed Camino de Santiago. Hospitalero is a colloquial term used in northern Spain to designate those who function as hosts in the albergues, or the pilgrim hostels along the Camino de Santiago. Cru actually bought an old farmhouse in a little farming community called Lagonde, and we renovated it into a hostel. We would host 10 to 15 pilgrims each night throughout the summer, providing beds and food to travelers at no cost. I love the word hospitalero. If I could butcher it just a little bit, hospitalero, okay? Because it basically translates into hospitality guy. It's a meaning-packed synonym for host. And I like the word a lot because hospitality is such an important component of Christian ministry. In fact, I think all Christian ministry can ultimately be described as a ministry of hospitality. Hospitality means expending yourself, your energy, and your resources in an effort to welcome, accommodate, serve, bless, and provide for others. To be hospitable involves in cultivating space, physical space maybe, but also social and emotional space where people can thrive and live well. We see in the root the word hospital, which of course is a place where doctors and nurses labor to sustain people's health, cure them of sickness and disease. To be hospitable means contributing life to others. Being hospitable involves interacting in life-giving ways. You facilitate rest and recreation for others, traditionally strangers or non-kin. A hospitable person is one who provides sustenance, food, shelter, and even protection for people. When you think of someone who's hospitable, you think of someone who's extremely welcoming and inviting. Hospitable people are those who reach out and care for you. Maybe you also think of great parties. Those who are really hospitable can turn even regular everyday activities into a party because they are so loving and so full of joy. The good news of the gospel is that God in Christ has expended himself to provide for us and bless us with life. He has opened his home, and he welcomes us with his love that is free and undeserved. He laid down his very life so that we could be set free from the tyranny of sin and find rest and joy in him. God is the original missionary. God is the ultimate hospitalero. As part of God's family, disciples of Jesus Christ, we are called to join God in his mission of hospitality. We get to steward God's grace, enabling others to experience his glorious rest. Following after Jesus, we have been commanded to love others, serve, and expend ourselves joyfully, even laying down our lives so that others might hear and understand the good news of Christ crucified, buried, and raised again. Jesus said, "Go and make disciples of all nations," and we get to tell people everywhere about God's amazing grace and the good life found in him. Because it's gospel-driven, we call it Gospitality, and we go forth as Gospitaleros.